So we are in our full moon phase, as I mentioned in my previous video. So we'll kind of want to see if this round about this area, that 0.888, will be our bottom when it comes for Bitcoin, or will it be higher? We'll take a look at the astrological story as well, but just a quick look on the Bitcoin stock to flow model, plan B. Yeah, that dip last time in the last couple videos, we were dipping down. As you can see, the yellow is dipping up. So get ready, people, be prepared. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but your exit plan needs to be there. We're going to take a look at your the astrological story to see how it could be impacting the crypto markets, as I do combine both of them together. If you feel this is fairy dust, then just squiddle on along your way and miss all the gems. But my name is Kelita, Sahliah if you're new, so let's get into this anyway. This calendar is available if you wish, digital and physical copies available. So what day are we? We've entered some retrogrades and shit, the video was meant to be out yesterday, but it's happening today. We are in our full moon, buck moon phase in Sagittarius. This is the only vibe that's happening right now, in combination with these retrograde energies. So I don't feel these will have as much impact, but the retrograde energies in and of itself, it basically gives the time, space and capacity for things to do what they didn't have the chance to do before. Okay, so just keep that in mind when it comes to personal ideas and choices, when it comes to involving yourself with these markets. Keep that in mind. But what we're going to pay a lot of attention on is the full moon in Sagittarius. Now, I mentioned in my past two videos, I'm sure, that this Sagittarius energy, it's a bow and arrow. It's a bow and motherfucking arrow. It is the maturest fire sign. Confirmation burp. It's a maturest fire sign. It has its precision there and ready. Okay, it's precision there and ready. It knows where it wants to go. Within that, being a bow and arrow, sometimes it has to pull itself back, but it knows where it wants to go. So that was basically what I said in my previous two videos. And when it comes to the full moon energy in and of itself, price likes to find its new support zone. Okay, forgive me if you hear this sound. I've got a new fidget spinner. But anyway, price likes to find its new support zone. So has the market found its new support zone? The full moon energy can last 5 days before and 5 days after, so we're fully in it now, but it can last up until 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically the mid of next cycle. So do keep that in mind. Price could find its support then. We'll take a look at the charts to see if it's fully found it or if it needs time to find it. But essentially, once it's found its support with our full moon, you can then DCA if that's your choice, or you can long the market. Okay, so that's essentially how it goes. So we're in the position right now where at any point from now up until the mid of next cycle, Tuesday, Wednesday, the market could be longing. Okay, the market could be longing. So let's take a look at the charts and see wagwan, fam. Let's see wagwan. So with a bit of the C, of the T, of the coin, as you can see, Bitcoin right now, just basically just looking at this, we are very close. We're just hovering. We're playing around with this parallel channel right now. We were on it. It was our nice support. We broke through, touched the 0.888 buy-in zone, came back out, and we're playing with this zone again. When it comes to the moving averages, the EMAs, we are the EMAs or SMAs, I always forget the EMA ribbons. It's the EMAs. So we're holding, that is holding it right now. Yeah, it's holding it. There is a tiny gap, but not much of a gap. So essentially, could our full moon appear around this point, and essentially we then propel on upwards? That's the first scenario I am seeing. When it comes to the RSI, we've created like a head and shoulders with the RSI, so I do feel there may be a little downward momentum, but if anything, we would gain support off of the 50 RSI level. And once we kind of play and create structure down there, we could get back above this yellow moving average, and then that could propel us to further to the upside. So do keep that in mind. We could come back down. A retest of this 0.888 just wouldn't surprise me if we're to go down further. If we cannot hold these, let's take a look at the MAC of the D of the C. We're slowing down in the green pressure. I feel the way this could look, we could get a little bit of downward pressure, us finding us support, like a tiny bit of red, and then we like fluctuate into high greens. That could be a potential. Essentially, these moving averages not coming low. You see how it's low on this point? We could come down a little bit, shows a bit of red, and then it just goes up green, and we stay above the 0 point. We stay above the 0 point energy, which is fascinating. I didn't know that was 0 point before, but that's what I'm kind of seeing with that. We have our, let's get rid of the EMAs and put on our SMAs to take a look. So we are underneath the 8. So this is becoming a bit clearer now. If we are to come a little bit lower down, we could gain that support off of the 50, which brings us closer to the 0.8 fib. Just playing in this parallel channel, which is healthy anyway. It is healthy. What we do want to see ultimately is a break above it, a nice retest, and then continuation to our first fib zone, which is basically we're looking at 130k, 120 to 130k Bitcoin. And ultimately, as long as we're staying above that 0.888 fib, it is looking healthy, and Bitcoin is just trying to find its whole support. Bollinger Bands, where's the middle line? Again, the middle blue line, can you see it? It's here. And it's hovering here close to the 50. So if we're to come down, it's looking more like that 106 region. 106. So keep that in mind for that little retracement, if so is to happen. I want to see, what's the volume saying? You're going to put it, no, that's the wrong one. Is it this one? Yeah, there's like a lot happening here. Well, it's a bit more on the lower side, but we're very close to just a lot happening. So I just wouldn't sleep unless you want to sleep. Just don't sleep on this. Unless you want to, then that's absolutely fine. So this full moon, essentially, what date is it? The 10th. We are in the full moon energy, but it's coming up on the 10th. So I'm potentially seeing it possibly coming in at around this zone. So we'll leave that there and we'll check in the next video. But ultimately, that is what I'm seeing with a bit of the C of the coin. Do we have any parallel short happening? Semi, but not so much. I'm not going to entertain parallel channels, extra ones in this video right now. We'll do it in the next video because you guys gotta go. Hey, you guys gotta go. So looking at XRP in the hizzy, when it wants to load. Won't be a long video, we're going to do this quick. While that's loading, do make sure you grab an astrology calendar. This is the physical, but there is a digital that is available, Lumin 10 at discount, and you can get 10% off. It's so cool. It's so cool. So anyway, XRP. We're on the daily. Why does it look so... Let's just... Okay, XRP right here is going to face some resistance. Why is it going to face some resistance? Because straight away it's hit into the 200. It's hit into the 200. But what I am liking is that the 8 and the 55 are crossing. So that's a good sign. We want this to cross over both of these, and this needs to be at the bottom again. This is on the daily, so the fact that it's so high is like, are you okay, XRP? Are you okay? But I do feel that will happen. as we have had the crossing of this, and the 200 is now pointing down. So we've clearly hit some resistance, which was this 200 level mark. We've hit that resistance, so we just need to build up more momentum, more strength, for continuation, for these to eventually cross. But it is looking healthy, to be fair. It's looking healthy. We've gone up quite nicely on the RSI as well. As we've gone up quite a bit, you can anticipate a little pullback, which will be healthy. We may come back and gain support off of this yellow moving average. Again, all looking healthy because we've had quite a big move up. So things are starting, people. A bit different to Bitcoin, as the moving averages were above, but for XRP they're below, and they're kind of just going up into it. So that's what we want, essentially. We want these above here. That will be good. And it's a strong green. Are we going to calm down? I feel a little retracement will come in, but essentially it's like our full moon coming in on the, is it the 10th? Coming in very soon. Could just be like literally around this zone, how it appears. We're already in our full moon energy, so it could hit around about this zone and continue on up. We may play in this zone for a while. We may play, well, not that long, bro. It best not be that long. But just keep that in mind. A play within this zone could happen while it just builds up structure and gains support, gets our full moon coming in, and we essentially could bounce up from there. What I do like is that we have tackled this zone. We've tackled this zone. So that's wonderful. We've essentially on our way creating a higher high than this point. So if there is some resistance, it's normal. We may just retest and then fully break through this. And what we want to see is a retest of this zone, of this 2.32, $2.32 before continuating to the upside. So we've made our first move, which is fabulous. So it's fabulous. But we need to secure this zone. So some resistance to break through, but it's healthy. We've moved on up. We just need to get through and find that as our support. So will our support come in here, or will it come in here? Should we put 2? Will it come in higher? Like gaining that, like this zone as its support, or will it continue to use this as its support as a propel to get higher than that zone? It's all a waiting game, so we'll see. We'll see. Bab. Right, let's get rid of that. Let's just put on our moon phase. No, moon phases we're on. I want to see the Bollinger Bands. So we're at the height of the Bollinger Band again, so some resistance coming in. We may come more back down to this zone, reaching the middle of the Bollinger Band. So keep that in mind at, what's that, $2.19. So little fluctuations for it to find its support. But what did I say about the Sagittarius energy? The pullback to propel forward. Okay, right, let's get rid of the Bollinger Bands. I want to see, is that the one I had on? Yeah, this one. Jeez, you see the fact that this is just all coiled here, the red needs to get on top eventually, but the fact that it's just coiled here is just telling me XRP, if it's to come like a bit lower than that, it's just going to play with this zone between that $2.32 to $2.23. We may be playing with that zone, creating up that structure before continuation to the upside. But all ultimately is looking healthy. We've got a long way to go when it comes to the W time frame. We'll spend a bit more time on these later, but the W time frame looking healthy as fuck. Like, look at this, it just looks like and then we're ready to go. So we'll see, but it is looking semi-healthy. Yeah, we've kept that, which is looking good. This could be our support for continuation to the upside, and moving the MACD, we're slowing down on the red, and it's curving still above the 0 point. So that is fascinating. I'm going to leave this video here though. If it resonated, do make sure you give your girl a like. Make sure you support by grabbing the calendar if you wish, but if you're not able to, just like the video, just share the video. You don't even have to share it with anybody, but clicking share helps YouTube know that you're sharing my videos, and they'll push it out, recommend it to more people. So if it resonated with you, if you like this perspective of astrology, or just like my vibe, then help your girl out. But with that being said, make sure you stay safe in the markets, and yes, birth chart readings are available too. I'll see you in the next video. Angel out. Bye.